Welcome everybody. Monday workout, full body strength, full workout. Doing it all today. So what do we need? We're going to need some bands. We're going to need some weight, obviously, and sliders here. If you don't have sliders, we can use paper plates. If you're working out on like a hardwood floor or tile floor, you can just put, I don't know, some towels or something underneath. Or we'll give you the option, if you don't have these yet, you can get, these are furniture movers. I mean, really is all they are, furniture sliders.
Home Depot, they have some of these versions.
Yeah, Home Depot. Yeah. So you don't have to spend a ton of money for them just because they come with a mesh bag. Other than that, you just, $5 at Home Depot can get you the same thing. So you'll need that. And then something to elevate. So I'm going to just use 2 throw pillows. Coach Amy has her cool Bosu Sport that she'll be using there. And that's it. So we're using bands. Yeah, we've got a good variety of equipment in this full body workout. Yes. So let me show you the one exercise, because before we get warmed up, I don't want to then spend a lot of time in this. Let us cool down a little bit. Yeah. It's our kettlebell windmill, and this is one, if you're new to us, if you're good with the kettlebell windmill, just go ahead and speed through this, fast forward. But if you're new to the kettlebell windmill, let me show you how we're going to do it. We're going to set the kettlebell up on the inside of one foot. That same foot, that same side, you're going to turn out to a 45-degree angle. Okay, so now this entire motion is working in this 45-degree plane. Okay, we're no longer working in this plane, right? So all I do is turn one foot out. That leg that's still pointing this way, that arm goes straight up to the ceiling. Other hand is on the inside of the leg. I do have a little bend. People do this with a straight leg and it doesn't work very well. And I want to shift my hip back. I want to shift my butt back, but in that angle, not straight back to the wall. Okay, so here, I'm going to go down. Oh, the kettlebell is magically there. I'm looking up at this top hand, and I push through my feet to come up. I'm not actually pulling this off the ground. It's just like I would do a normal deadlift. I'm pushing into the floor to lift the weight off the ground. I'm not actually pulling it off the ground. All right, so push into those feet. I'm here, I'm down, up tall, and control it right back down. This wrist is always pointing out away from my body, okay? We're gonna do that for 30 seconds, slow and controlled. Then all I do is switch it over to the other side and back down, okay? So make sure that you're looking up, make sure you get that long stretch through the arms, but most importantly, it's the direction that those hips, little dance move. All right. But we need to do our jumping jack sit-ups crisscrosses. First, that also works with the dumbbell. I just wouldn't set it all the way on the ground if you're using a dumbbell. It's the same thing. You still have the hand pointing out. You're still looking up. All that good stuff.
Yes.
All right, 10 jumping jacks, 10 sit claps, 10 crisscrosses. Ready, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Arms out in front, open that chest up. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Arms wide, feet wide, crisscross in the middle. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Now we grab a hold. So it's always a little tricky for me to watch the clock. And we're going to do our kettlebell windmill. Oh, you're going, coach is going all strength on me, okay.
Friday.
Flex.
No, it's Monday.
Monday. Gotta get it together.
Start the week strong.
Right? She's like, I'm going to keep rolling with this weekend forever. We'll just skip a week. All right, everybody. Make sure you turn that hand out. Remember, one hand's up to the ceiling. You're watching that one. Shifting those hips. 3, 2, 1, and begin. And push.
And I'll actually turn it to the side in case anybody wants to see it from that angle. beauty of two of us, right? Oh, oh yes. Where are we feeling this?
Oh, you could feel it on the inside of your leg. You could feel it in that outside of that booty.
Yep. You do not want to be feeling it
In your
lower
back.
back or along the side.
And time. Yeah, as you come up, if you're leveraging that back, you're gonna feel it in the lower back instantly. Let's not do that.
That's what we see sometimes.
Yeah. And it's just, think about pushing into the feet. That's really what I want you to think about. Oh, I need to change hands. Ready? And begin. As you pull that weight up, you're not actually using your upper body for it. You're using that lower body for it. Sometimes I think like there's a rope hanging from the ceiling, and you want your hand on that the whole time. Holding on to the rope.
I need it for this side because this side
Doesn't want to work with you.
does not have the mobility of the other side.
Yeah, it starts to fight with me after a while. My arm's like, you want me to stay straight? I'm gonna bend. And time.
Oh, that's the hardest part.
Yeah. You gotta really reach through that upper body.
My children do not like to cooperate.
Yeah, this side, I'm like, I only demonstrate from one side. That may have something to do with it. Also, the fact that I only demonstrate from one side for 20 years. It's a lot of extra reps on one side.
Right.
All right, let's do it one more time. This is a full body warm-up. This is, I mean, when we talk about range of motion, activation, movement prep, I mean, this is it. Ready? And begin.
And those glutes a squeeze at the top. Hips back, hips forward. Think about trying to shut that car door. I know you guys know what I'm talking about.
With your booty.
That's right.
Unless you drive a minivan, then you just push a button. It just goes shut.
I think the front, this is still your driver door.
Oh, yeah, driver door. And time. Woo! Yeah, you feel it?
Everything.
Everything, right? Everything. The only place you don't want to feel it is in that lower back. That's a definite no-no. All right, last side, ready? And begin. Push into those feet. Keep that hand turned out. Hold on to that rope. Oh. About 10 more seconds that we can be done with this part. And time.
Woo!
Woo! Great time to grab yourself a drink.
Yes. That's one thing we didn't mention that you should have ready to go, but you definitely want to have your...
Plenty of water, and if you forgot it, you left it upstairs, hit pause. Go get it, come back. All right, so unlike our express ones, I'm gonna show you one, then we have a minute in between, and that's when I'll show you the second, third, the fourth, and our express ones that we do on Wednesday and Friday. I'll show you all the movements right up front before we get started. So this first one, we're gonna do an incline press. Okay, incline press, and that just means we're just elevating a little bit. It could be 2 pillows, could be 3 pillows. We just want to be in this position, okay? Not flat to the ground. And we're going to press, and we're going to do half reps until we get to 5. Then we're going to do half reps until we get to 4, 3, 2, and 1. So it looks like this. I'm going to go halfway up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then full press on number 5. Then we go 1, 2, 3, full press on 4, 1, 2, full press on 3, 1, full press on 2, and then the last one, full press on 1. Okay? Now, I get asked a lot of times, especially at the gym when I'm working with clients or in a group setting, is when I press, how do I do it? Do I keep my arms out? Do I keep them in tight and facing each other? I say, feel what feels best for you. I don't want to define just one way of doing it. Probably not with the elbows out wide. That would be the one that I say probably not. Also probably not with the arms facing, completely facing each other. So not this 90, not that 90, but somewhere in that range, and it can actually do a little rotation as well. Everybody's shoulders are a little bit different. You're gonna feel what's best for you and get the most challenge that you can out of that movement. All right, I need a timer, coach. Here we go. So we'll be doing this for 4 minutes. Rest when you need rest.
What weight are you doing,
I'm
coach?
probably gonna do this blue, whatever weight the blue is.
I'm gonna use the dumbbell.
Okay. Have at it.
Is that all right?
Sure.
May I?
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys, make sure you start that non-dominant side first. That way you know, once you get to the dominant side, that you can do it.
Good tip. All right, we're going 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Let's get those half to fulls. 2. Oh, there is so much core involved in this. Yep, this is the right weight for me.
Now, if you have a kettlebell like Coach Corey's using,
You can also hold that weight with both hands if your weight's a bit too heavy, or maybe you get one set done with just one side and then it starts to become a little heavy.
Yeah.
Then go to that two-handed hold. And you'll just switch the kettlebell orientation to go to the other side. I hope that makes sense.
We got some smart audience members, so they probably figured it out. Oh.
2. Ooh.
A lot of people like to rest their head down on that inclined surface. Try to keep your neck up off of that. I know it can be challenging because we're such in this, forward motion. It can become, your head is
Your head's heavy.
It's a weight.
There's a weight there. So
Yeah. And our necks are weak.
Right, and we need to strengthen the muscles, so it's a good one to do.
Yeah.
now if you have,
I've had clients who've had whiplash and things like that, that's not a great idea for them. That's okay. If you do need to support it, you can.
Yes. All right, let's do another set. We're looking for, in that 4 minutes, 2 to 4 sets, but with how many reps we're doing, you're probably only going to get at most 3 sets here.
Yeah, and since as your one side is working, if you're only doing one side at a time, the other side is really resting, so you could theoretically go right into the next one without waiting much between sets. All right, we still have a minute and a half to go. Plenty of time.
Woo! I gotta do one of these. I'm saying,
Shake it out.
I shake it out, do a little,
Yeah.
get some shoulder mobility in there.
Get it, coach.
All right.
It's chest muscles.
Oh, yeah. And core.
Yes.
Don't forget about that core, it's happening. Sometimes with that kettlebell, you gotta find that good placement on your arm.
Alright, 13 seconds to go, so start thinking about finishing up whatever side you're on.
Oh, that did it for me.
It was good, huh?
Well, I don't know if it's good per se. I think brownies are good.
Brownies are great.
But,
Good.
yeah, no, that was, whew, I felt that. That was heavy.
Definitely.
Okay. The next one that we're going to do a slider leg curl. This one everybody can do. We're going to pull them in, bridge high, and then we're going to go 3, 2, 1, back out. Pull them in, bridge high, 3, 2, 1, back out. It's that slow, controlled movement back out that's going to give you all that time under tension in those hamstrings. So,
And if you don't have sliders,
if you don't have sliders, you can walk your feet in, walk your feet back out.
Alright, here we go. And this one is going to be 10 maybe or so.
It could be
Could be
8.
12 if you're really good.
If you start cramping, it might be 3.
Yeah.
We had them doing this in the gym today, and I said 10 to 12, and they kind of looked at me like I had 4 heads. They're like, I might get 4 or 5, especially if you get into that 3rd round.
Yeah, this is one that really focuses heavily on those hamstrings, which can get cramped up pretty easily.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's also, it causes me to hold my breath. Oh, they're burning.
Yeah.
The key is to make sure those hips move. You got to put the hips up and then walk them down or slide them down.
Woo!
Yeah, 10's good.
Yeah, I think I made it to 10. And it's like, okay, give them a little rest.
Yeah. All right. My zone says I'm dead. It says you were napping. You were just taking a nap down there. My zone, I'm not napping. I assure you, I'm doing hamstring work. I wear my zone around my hamstring somehow. Let it know I'm working.
Get those electrodes set up right
I'm
in that
working.
area of action.
They're firing.
All right, shall we go again?
If we must. Not my favorite exercise, coach.
no, it's like one of those things that like you
You should do it.
but you don't want to.
Kind of like the dishes.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what's worse is the walking the heels in and out or the sliders.
I know which one it is.
What?
It's the one you're doing is worse.
Oh.
That's why I let you do it. Are you kidding me? This ain't my first rodeo.
Sometimes I feel like the sliders are worse.
No way. No way. I have the option of one of 2 exercises. I'm giving Wonder Woman the harder one. I'm no dummy.
Woo!
Whew, this is when I'm like, 8 might be good.
I know.
Oh, they just burn. When I say that at the gym, they always criticize me. They're like, you're not making it sound much fun. Why would we want to keep doing it?
Wow. I feel like it's been a while since we've done these. And
It's been a while. It's been a minute.
Oh, we only have 30 seconds left.
Whew.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Okay, we can have those 30 seconds. I'll improve next week. It's funny. I could feel like I wasn't at the exact right angle and the sliders were getting caught on the turf. That's the issue with
my heels are slipping on the turf also.
This
That's
turf?
like worse. All right, I'll do a few more just to.
Here we go. 5 more seconds, coach. 5 more seconds.
All right, so that might be one more.
One more. There you go.
All right.
Woo!
All right. I'll live to fight another week.
All right, the next one that we're gonna do, you'll use your super band. You can hold the band like this. You can hold the band a little wider. It all depends on the tension that you have on the band, okay? So there are 2 moves. Which one? Start with the pull apart. That's one move. And then it's kind of like a pull down, but don't extend your arms all the way, okay? So as you pull down, you're gonna get some tension into it, okay? Is it 6 and 6, or how are we breaking it up, okay? So pull apart, pinch those shoulders, then immediately go up and pull down, and the entire up part of the back, the entire top part of the back is where you want to be feeling this.
Yeah.
Which one do you want, coach? Pick your band. We have 3, 2, 1, and got it. 1.
I know it'll get challenging after a period of time.
And you're just pinching those shoulder blades. Now, if you have the band and you're using it like I'm using it, you want to put the loose part behind you. Don't put it in front of you, because it'll eventually catch you in the chin, and that's not good.
No, we don't want any nasty notes on the comments.
Oh. Woo! This one gotta get a little shake out in.
Yeah, feels good though.
Yeah. So we live in this position, right? We're on the computers, we're driving, we're eating, we just live in this position.
Yeah.
So we need to strengthen these muscles back behind those shoulder blades to help give us this more upright posture.
Yeah.
And so this is one of the best little combos that we can do
Yes,
for this one.
absolutely. All right, here we go.
Oh, pinch them.
And just envision your shoulder blades coming together in your back. That really helps get you some good range of motion.
I'm gonna tie this to my pickup truck and just drive, tow something with it, because this band is like,
That's funny.
this is like you've been chewing gum for the entire day.
That's so funny.
Oh, I mean, my arms are shaking. Oh. Feel it behind the neck, feel it up in these big rhomboid muscles back here, back of the shoulders, traps. Oh, you got everything. Get it all. These are all your tank top muscles.
That's right.
Wearing a tank top this August, I got you covered.
There you go. I like it. I know. Band and work always goes so slow.
Slow. I'm like, do I really want to do 4 sets of these?
That's when you want to get your musical motivation going, right?
That's
Turn
right.
up those tunes. The hardest part's always getting started on your workout, right? Just getting the motivation to hit start and just get going. But once you do,
Especially when you still think it's Friday. Coach already been day drinking, like, wait a second, it's Monday. Oh, that was Friday.
it's still summer vacation, right?
Right? That's how I felt the other day. I had my kids on a day that I normally didn't have them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what day is it again?
I know.
And you just threw my routine
That's
a little
like
bit.
that's like all of summer for me. I don't know what day it is.
I don't know if it's up from down, is it 4 a.m., 4 p.m., sun up? I don't know. Yeah, I feel that.
Parents with school age kids, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, last few reps.
If you have trouble, knowing where you're supposed to feel these, make sure you comment, leave a comment or message us and say, am I supposed to feel this here? Or after doing that, I felt it here. That's what we're here for. Yeah. Let us coach. One more rep. Okay. Woo! All right.
That's good.
So the next one that we're gonna do, you can use a kettlebell, you could use a dumbbell, you could use 2 dumbbells, you could use a lot of different options. If you use 1 dumbbell, you're gonna hold it from the sides of the dumbbell like this. If you're using 2 dumbbells, you can hold it like this. If you're using a kettlebell, you're gonna hold it by the sides. This part here is actually called the horn of the kettlebell. You're gonna hold it by the horn, not the handle. And what we're gonna do is a side lunge, curl. Okay? Now, we're going to curl on the odd numbers. So we're going to get both sides, and you don't want to do like 47 curls. Okay? The other option would be a step into it, step out, and curl. It all depends. I like keeping my feet wide, because I get more reps in.
Okay.
So it's completely up to you. So again, it's a side lunge, up, curl. Then I would do a side lunge and not curl. Then a side lunge and curl, and side lunge and not curl.
Can you keep saying that over and over
And
again?
curl.
It's like a very Mr. Rogers-esque.
And not curl. You curled on the not curled one.
I
You're
can't
not
help
even
it.
listening. You're asking me to say it again and not even listen. Well, we're going to spend time
I'm
with
just getting into the Mr. Rogers.
with people that didn't listen to me. I would have stayed home.
I'm getting into the Mr. Rogers theme.
I tell you what, though,
Taking me back to my childhood.
I should have had grippy socks on for this one. I'm going to be
I
in this
know.
full splits by
I
the
have
end of
been
this.
having serious problems today with the slipping of the socks.
No curl. Curl. No curl.
I feel like I was ahead of you on one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Woo!
I'm definitely sliding.
Yeah, no, I was like, okay, I need to adjust
I
her.
might
It's
have
going to
to
be
step in and out of the next.
full straddle split, which I could probably get into a split. I just would not get out of it. I'd be like, call the ambulance. Woo! That's a tough one, especially after all that upper
Yes.
upper body supporting that weight.
I'm actually going to use this. Guys, it's a little easier to hold on.
Yes. Much easier to hold on to than that kettlebell. And don't lunge into me. This is even easier. So lunge, curl.
I'm counting in my head. Trying to resist those urges to curl every one.
Curl out. She likes the curls. When you are fit, like Coach Amy, and you go out in public, you get comments like, "You work out, right?"
Nope.
I don't get those comments, Coach. I need to do a little better.
People do. They just think it to
They just-
themselves.
Whew.
They just don't say it out loud.
No, they definitely don't say it out loud.
Yeah, but they're thinking it.
They say it out loud to you.
Yeah.
I've been around you, and people have been like, "You're really fit." Why, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm glad you were compelled to State that.
I know, right? It gives me the fuel to keep going.
Right?
Oh, it's working.
Oh, I did a double.
You're fired.
I know, right?
You can't do this anymore.
I started thinking about people commenting on my arms. I was like, I gotta do more.
You went into your dream space.
Right? I know.
Your daydream space.
Stop counting. Woo! All right.
I gotta finish.
Put those weights somewhere.
We got too much into our conversation and not enough
Oh,
paying attention.
let me tell you. Every now and then you want to stretch out what you... My hamstrings. Last month, it was all quads for me, and I rarely, right? I hope somebody else out there is with me. Like, you felt it last month in the quads.
Yeah.
This month's going to be a little bit more back of the leg.
Yeah.
Back of the leg. Okay, let me show you what we're going to do here. For our power finisher, we got to add power to this. So we're going to do a clean into a squat. But it's going to be a half rack squat. So when you catch that clean, we're going to go right into the squat and then do the clean again. Your feet should stay in one place. Like, they should not move every time that you do a rep. Okay? So it looks like this. I'm going to do a clean, squat, and then right from here I take it back down and squat again. And I'm going to do one side for 30 seconds. Then I'm going to go right into a slingshot. So I'm going to be up high and take it around. Okay? I go in the same direction of the arm that I was doing. That's how I can kind of remember it. That's going to be for 20 seconds. We're going to only, can't even call it a rest. Pause, switch, transition. 10 seconds, we'll do it on the other side. And then we're going to have a 60 seconds rest because that heart rate should be really elevated. And we're going to do that twice. So you're going to get each side of the body 2 times. Cool?
Okay. Good.
What weight are you using?
This one.
Okay. You pointed over at the big ones. I was like, uh-oh.
I'm using this one.
Right? This one. I'm using them all. And we don't have a timer, so I'm going to use this. I'm just going to set this. Set it and forget it.
Okay. Don't forget it.
I know, right? Trust me, I won't forget it. When I'm doing the work, I don't forget. All right, clean into a squat, ready, non-dominant side, and begin.
We are concentrating.
That's right.
But one thing to note, really push those feet into the floor to drive those hips forward. You want to snap that weight up.
All legs.
Yep.
And time. Let's go right into that slingshot.
Grab your kettlebell by the sides.
Sure both hands fit in it.
Yeah. That's the trick to that transfer. Grab the edges of those handles.
And time. Woo!
It's good enough.
3, 2, 1, and here we go. Other side, clean. Squat. Clean.
All right, guys, keep it going. Powerful, getting low in that squat, as low as you can.
Oh. And time.
Right into that slingshot. Keep pushing the feet into the floor.
Woo! This is a standing plank. This
Yes.
is just a vertical plank. You gotta be tall.
Yeah, you start to feel
time.
that core working.
Yes, you do.
And I did not pick a weight that's really heavy because I want to keep this powerful. So in order to move quickly, I'm going to lighten up that weight a little bit. So
Gotta
stick
stay
with those more
explosive.
like intermediate weights, like nothing completely light, but you don't want to go with that heavy weight.
Right.
So.
Yep. I'm watching, Coach.
Okay.
We've earned 60 seconds of rest. We've earned it.
I like it.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna use it.
Yeah. Well used rest.
Right.
We always say work hard, rest hard.
20 seconds.
And by
to go.
that we mean just relax. Get that heart rate down. You'll be ready to go.
10 more seconds. All right, we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, begin. Clean and squat. Driving those feet. 10 more seconds. And time.
Okay.
Slingshot.
Right into that slingshot. I was on autopilot there for a
Right, you turned the brain off.
All right, guys, keep standing tall. Make sure your core is working here. Squeeze those glutes.
And time. One more.
Okay.
One more side. I need to wash my belt. I'm way higher than that. RPE does not match my Myzen.
My zone is lying.
All right, we're going in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Uh, 15 more seconds.
All right, guys, last set of these cleans. Keep staying motivated all the way through.
And time.
All right, here we go.
Right around.
Slingshot.
Finish up.
All right, starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
10 seconds, it'll be there.
Woo!
And time. Woo! Set that off to the side and get yourself some water.
You earned it. Oh. Not good.
It's that good.
Not good.
All right. Ready to do some stretches?
Okay.
Let's actually grab a band.
Sure.
All right. First stretch we're gonna do, let's loop this band right around our feet. We'll keep our feet straight out. And we're just gonna use the band to gently help us fold forward. Okay, I'm not pulling on the band really tight. I don't want to see the band stretch. I'm using it to just help me fold forward in that hamstring stretch. Because we did some hammies.
Yes, we did.
And sit on up. This next one, some people can do with their feet together. Some need to just widen their feet a little bit. We're going to take it and we're going to lift it straight up over your head, as tall as you can. And then we are going to lean to one side as if we were going to do a cartwheel. And you're going to feel it stretch all through those ribs. And then up. And we'll repeat on the other side. All right. What leg are you putting, or what foot I should say, are you putting it around, Coach?
I'm gonna start the left.
Left, all right. So we're putting it around one leg. We're gonna lay on the floor, make sure that you don't have anything behind you. Also, that other leg, the straight leg, needs to stay on the ground. We're going to do giant hip circles. Big, 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 big. And let's go other direction. Big circles. Keep that other leg still. It wants to move. It wants to go with the band also. Don't let it. All right, we're going to take that band, or that leg, straight up to the ceiling. And now we're going to bring it all the way across to the other side. You're going to keep one arm out. Just keep the shoulder on the ground. Oh, make sure that you're breathing. And let's switch those feet. All right, let's do some big circles.
Ouch.
What's ouch?
There's kettlebells in the way.
Yeah, watch your equipment. Don't crack your ankles into
Or your heels.
or your heel, and go the other way.
Just have to
They don't feel good. I promise you that. They're hard.
modify this here.
And leave it up. We're gonna take it across the body. Keep those shoulders on the floor. Feel it. Ooh, there was a little chiropractic adjustment.
A little pop.
Little pop. Whew. Breathe and relax. I do like using those bands for some stretching and mobility.
Yes, they're great.
Just feels good. And since we had them out, might as well use them. Not sure if we're using them for the rest of the week. I don't know. But I jumped at the opportunity while they were here. So
I like it.
awesome, Coach.
Well done.
High five.
Well
Everybody
done,
out there.
folks.
High five. Awesome job. Never miss a Monday. You got it done. There's only 52 Mondays in the year. Make sure that we get a workout in, get a walk in, get some sort of activity in. Every Monday, it sets the tone for the rest of the week. If you skip a Monday, you're probably going to skip the Wednesday or something else. So set your week up right with a great workout on Monday. We'll see you maybe tomorrow for cardio core. Wednesdays are express strength. So we got some more work to do this week.
Yes, just getting started.
All right, guys. Thank you. Have a good day.